Hello, this is my org leadership project video. The person I have decided to do is Thomas Slagle. He is my construction boss that I've worked for the past three or four summers, really since high school. And he is the owner of T & Brothers Construction Company. He owns and runs it in Griffin, Georgia, where I'm from. During kind of like our interview, some of the things we discussed that he wants in a good leader, or he thinks that good leadership should have, is accountability, responsibility, and showing that you care. For accountability, especially in construction, you have to prove that everything's gotta be on time. You have to know who's going where, what guy is running which crew, what materials are going to which job site, and knowing the timeline that the customer wants their project or whatever they want done. And another thing was that I liked that he discussed for me was showing that you care, and especially like working under him, is that he does care for all of his employees, and you have to show that you care. And it's been fun working for him. Said you can't be hard on them all the time, because there are going to be times where they're going to think I'm an a-hole, is what he said. But you have to show that, I'm not an a-hole. I'm just a regular guy. And he does that very well. He mixes it in very well. And one thing that I, got from, especially from the readings that helped me enhance it, was we talked about servant and situational leadership. I definitely see him more as a situational leader. He has the ability to adapt in any situation in any given time, and what leadership style he needs to be. If he's got to be hard on you, he will be hard on you, especially when job sites are getting close to the deadline that they have to be done, and making sure that what they do is meeting the customer's needs. So if you're not doing anything right, or not doing it the way he kind of wants it, he's going to be on you. But there are also times where, where everything is going on point and on schedule, and he won't be necessarily as hard on you. And especially when we go out to lunch, he'll show that you care. He jokes around with all the guys. He doesn't make himself seem bigger and better than his employees, and I think that's a good way of explaining him. One of the things that it helped me, that I took away from it, that has helped me become a better leader, learning through him, is obviously the ability to do both. It proves to me that there's not one cookie cutter way of being a leader, but the one thing that I think every leader needs is the ability to be a hard a-hole, and then also show that you care. Because if you don't have both, there are not going to be many people that want to work for you. And so that's the one thing that I took away from this, and that has enhanced my ability to think as a leader. And I'm truly grateful that I've worked for him for as long as I did. And then going back to the accountability thing, and that's one thing that really in my baseball life, and being around a bunch of coaches all throughout, is that they've all preached accountability, and it's ringing true with him, because he's a leader of a business, and he's explaining that you have to be accountable for everything you do. And especially it runs a little bit different for him, because there's money on the line for that. You can make or lose money if you aren't accountable in running a business and running a crew, especially in construction. So that was one thing that I took away from. And he's been a great guy to work for. I can't explain him any better. If I ever need anything, I can always call him, not even just for job opportunities, but it could just be to, hang out at his house for a little bit. He's always inviting me and my buddies over, especially guys that have worked for him, to help out or do anything, just chill out and have a beer with him. So that's one thing that I like about that, and one thing that I admire about him as a leader. So yeah,